Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another multi-photo Monday. Today I'll be sharing a layout using 4 photos and I will also be following a sketch. And as always, there are some other talented ladies joining me today on this hop, and I will have all of their links listed down below, so be sure to go over to their channels and check out those lovely layouts that they have created for you guys today. So let's go ahead and get started. So you'll see next up the sketch that I'll be using today, which is from a challenge on a Facebook group. And you'll notice that there are 4 photos all on tags. Now my layout will be a little different because I do have 4 photos, but there are 2 that's vertical and 2 that's horizontal. So the actual placement of my photos will be slightly different from the sketch. And all of the items that I'm using today are mostly from the Cocoa Vanilla's collection, Boys Rule. And I did use this collection recently on another layout, a boys layout, and I will go ahead and list that down below if you want to check it out. So I am starting off by matting my photos on some white cardstock, and I'm just leaving a very thin border around each photo. And each photo I did cut down to 3 3/4 by 2 3/4 each. There is just one vertical photo that is slightly shorter, and you'll see that once it's all laid out on the background. Now on the sketch there are 2 borders, one on the top, one on the bottom, and that's what I just added to my background. And now I'm gonna start adding some layers behind my photo. And I'm trying to use up the scraps from the previous layout, and you can see there's a little piece cut off on the lower left, and I decided just to leave that in. And I'm just gonna play around with the placement right now of my photos. So as you can see, I went ahead and matted all of those photos on that navy blue with stars pattern paper. And next up I am adding that element to the top left corner. Now on the sketch you'll notice there is that element with the notebook punch, and I do have that notebook punch, so I am adding that in right now. And I will go ahead and list all of the items that I used today. I will have them listed in the description box below. Now the paper that I use for the notebook punch is actually the back side of the pattern paper with all of the stars that I used on the border. So now I'm done layering behind my photo. I will go ahead and begin embellishing my layout. And I will begin by using stickers from this clear sticker sheet, and this is from the Boys Rule collection as well. And if you have any questions at all about my layout today, please go ahead and comment down below. Now I will begin by adding in what I believe would be my title, and it says Fun Times. And you will see in just a moment I will go ahead and move some things around, and that paintbrush stroke that I'm adding right now will not stay either. Now I'm really liking how that acrylic word play looks on that teal background. So there I will use that as my title instead, and I did go ahead and move down the two words Fun Times. I did move that to that lower right cluster. So I added that label below the two photos on the right, and I also added that wooden button as well. And right now I'm adding in that cork arrow, and that piece that was left over from that label, I will go ahead and add it to the top right corner. Next up, I will add two word phrases to that label below the two photos, and it will say Good Times and Rules Optional. Now I will give you guys a close-up look later on in the video. I will have some still shots so you'll get a better look at all of these elements on this layout. So here I decided to add these two circle tags to my layout, and the one with the navy blue top I believe is from Ellie Studio, and there is a bit of lines to the bottom so I can add my journaling to it. And the rimmed white tag I believe is from the Felicity Jane Hello Christmas kit. Now as you can see, I am adding these two in the same area, and they are going to be connected using the same piece of twine. And I am leaving quite a long end to the twine, and I will lay it exactly how I want it to be and go ahead and adhere that to my paper so that it does not move around. So in the photo, my grandson is wearing pajamas that has some red stripes on it, and I wanted to bring in some more red into the layout. And I am adding these acrylic hearts, and they are from Ellie's Studio. I have 3 of them that I'm going to add 1 to each cluster. And I happen to have just 1 green heart, and I will go ahead and add that in as well. So right now I'm going to add some finishing touches to this layout. I am adding in that metal star using some glue dots to adhere it to that tag. And I am also going to add some of the silver star ribbon to the top and bottom of the layout. Now these photos are of my kids on Christmas Eve. They were playing Jenga, so my journaling will read a fun game of Jenga on Christmas Eve. And I have the date on that tag as well. And this is from 2018. Now I really enjoyed using this sketch. I enjoyed putting this layout together. I sometimes have a hard time mixing and matching my patterns, and I realized that when I use a collection, of course, it'll be a lot easier since most of the pattern paper go really nicely together. And here you can see my layout next to this sketch. So let me know down below, do you also have a hard time mixing and matching pattern papers? And if you have any layouts to share where you mixed and match your pattern papers, be sure to share it with me on Instagram using the hashtag below. And you can also add it to the Facebook group, which I will also have linked down below. So be sure to go over to the other channels and check out all the inspirations for creating multiple photo layouts. And I really hope you enjoyed this process today. If you did, go ahead, give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, take a look around. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing today. Click on that bell so you'll be notified once I post new videos. So I want to thank you guys for watching today, and until my next video, bye.